Hey guys, I've 5 here with episode number 5 of the Palace Career on FIFA 23. Kicking this episode off, 10 games have been played. We're going to update on the league table and the top goal scorers after every 10 games. So you can see here we're currently in 12th place, just kind of below that mid-table finish that we are looking for. And actually, quite surprisingly, West Ham are in the bottom 3 in the relegation zone. Top goal scorer is joint between Jesus and Nunez, both have 9 in 10. We actually have Olise in there with 6 in 10, so that's pretty good. With Zaha, his top assister. He's got 5 assists in 10 games. And if you see, Alisson is top with 5 clean sheets in 10. And I think we had Gaita down in there. I think he had 2 or 3. So it's not too bad, actually, all things considered. And if you remember last episode, we moved Zaha centrally. And that stat just there. 3 goals in 3 games. Really good performances from him in that central position. Now coming to this one, off of a nice bit of form. We had a couple of victories in the previous episode. Obviously that bit of a disappointing one against Liverpool, but we did get that 3-0 victory against Leicester to end last episode. So it gives us confidence. That was at the King Power as well. So returning to Selhurst Park up against Villa. Eze just trying to... He's not scored in the Prem this season, you know. Trying to get him some goals. Obviously, we've seen Olise, we've seen Zaha. They've both got the goals in the league. And then Olise goes and does that 15 minutes into the game. A beautiful little strike. Number 10. Does a signature celebration. And we're 1-0 to the good. And they keep scoring on their weak foot. Olise there just hit that one on his left. No, sorry, Eze hit that one on his left. And Olise's been scoring them on his right, and it's I think I need to... Obviously, they've... Yeah, well, it's 1-1. It's 1-1 now, but I don't know why they keep striking them on their weak foot. Surely it'd be easier to hit it on your stronger foot, but it's going in. I don't care. It's going in. But the game is 1-1, and momentum kind of shifted after that goal went in. It was really difficult to win the ball off of them, and... Danny Ings was running riot, Buendia was running riot, and yeah, in the end Coutinho scored to make it 2-1 into the 90th minute. You might have just caught a glimpse of it there. Wilf Zaha had an injury tag next to his name, and I'm not sure when he went down because I didn't see it on the pitch, but he's going to be out for 3 months with a broken toe. 82 rated, highest rated player in the team is going to be out for 3 months with a broken toe. Absolutely what you want. Brilliant. Little result for us there. That means Edouard's going to come back into the striker position as we go to the City ground to take on Nottingham Forest. And maybe that's not quite so bad because he does score 3 minutes in his return to the first 11. And it's a nice little dinked ball into him. Maybe we need to take advantage of those dinked balls more, those kind of lobbed through balls. But 1-0, looking good. And we're going to look to add to that as Edouard once again getting the better of this defence. It's a bit of an older defence in this one. I think they're playing Bolly. And I think it was Niakate. I'm not actually too sure how old he is. But I do think the youth that we have, the Olise, the Edouard, and the Eze, they had him on strings all game until the 14th minute when Richards gave away a penalty. Our young American, he gave away a penalty. I don't know. Taiwo is his first name. We'll call him Taiwo. Tucks it home, makes it 1-1 into that top right-hand corner. And you can probably notice also Sam Johnston is in goal. I've had enough of Gaita. I've given up on him. He's conceded too many goals for my liking. As you can see, Taiwo's got 5 goals in 12 matches. Not too bad from the... I think he's come from the Bundesliga. So, not too bad from him. But Eze should have made it 2-1 there. A really good save by Wayne Hennessy. Does deny the chance. But we are all over them. We are creating chances. And we are the more dominant team. We are the more dominant team in this one. As Eze travellas it in. And it is laid off to Loftus-Cheek, who volleys it home. Gets another goal to his tally and is very, 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 very close to triggering that bonus, the goal bonus that we gave him in his contract. He will probably get that this season, maybe even before January. But Loftus-Cheek repays the favour to Edouard. This time nods it down to him. He then makes it 3-1 on the volley. 3-1 2 from Edouard. Maybe he is the Wilf Zaha replacement. Maybe he's better in this 4-3-3, similar to how Zaha, pretty much everyone, has been better in this formation. But just before half-time, a chance to kind of close the lead. But you can see there, Tyreek Mitchell stays down. Tyreek Mitchell, pretty much our only left-back. We do have Nathan Ferguson, but he is pretty much our only first-team quality rated left-back. And you can see he falls over badly on the shoulder. I'll tell you now, he dislocates that shoulder. He is going to be out for 2 months. So, Wilf Zaha, our best left midfielder, or striker or whatever, and Mitchell, our best left back, both injured in the same episode, both out for 2 to 3 months. Brilliant. We haven't really, as I said, we haven't got a perfect replacement left back. So Mark Guehi is going to take the captain's armband off of Zaha, number 1, and number 2, he's going to take cover for the next 2 months at left back. So the back line, it's going to be a very, very defensive one. It already was with Mitchell and Wan-Bissaka, but now even more so, as Eze, once again, should be putting that one home, should be putting us 4-2 up, but he does miss the target. Eze should have had a few goals in this one, and it should have been much more comfortable than a 3-2 victory, but you can see there the confirmation, Tyreek Mitchell is going to be out for 2 months with a shoulder injury. And yeah, it did look like a bad fall, a poor fall onto his arm. But we come into the final game of today's episode. We are taking on Tottenham Hotspur, another top 6 team. We've struggled against the top 6 teams. Liverpool 4-1, Arsenal 5-0. Spurs, I think we can get something against Spurs, especially at Selhurst Park. And with the first chances coming on very early, and they're coming our way as well. Richards finds Edouard, looks to turn his man, he does, he finds Loftus-Cheek, curls it, and he just misses the target. But the 2 biggest chances early on in the game have come to us. That's all that matters. Harry Kane hasn't had a sniff yet, as he does receive the ball here. Anderson going to look to win it off him, doesn't quite work out. Guehi, Richards, last ditch, wins the ball, denies the shot, denies probably a clear goal on FIFA 23. But they do get a corner. Wan-Bissaka, like a pest on Son, does not let him get an inch of space. Eventually, they do get it away, but again, Wan-Bissaka, this time on Kulusevski. Now he's going to Basuma, now he's going back to Kane. We win the ball back. Loftus-Cheek sees the run being made by Eze, and he's just going to hold it up, allow him to make the run, allow him to create the space. He's stronger than Romero. He takes it, he cuts inside, he lets him, sends him to the shops, and then he curls it past Hugo Lloris for his 2nd goal in the Premier League this season, his 2nd goal in today's episode. And it seems like everyone's really stood up, like taken a step up in their game since Wilf Zaha got injured, and it's good to see. It's good to see, especially for us when we want that kind of even pushing for a top half finish. As Loftus-Cheek plays it back to Eze. Eze curls one. Beautiful goal, the best goal we've scored this season so far. He's got 2 in this one. We're 2-0 up against Spurs at Selhurst Park. Like I said, they're a top 6 team I think we can get a result against, especially if we keep Harry Kane quiet. And just from the edge of the box, curls it right into that top right-hand corner, right where the stamp goes, and he does make it 2-0. But just before the hour mark, Davies down this left-hand side, a couple of men in the middle, most of them in the Palace shirt, but that does not matter when you're Harry Kane, because he somehow just takes the perfect touch and lifts it over the top of Sam Johnson to make it 2-1. He halves the deficit. And then, just 10 minutes after that goal, Kulusevski skips past Guehi. He's not a natural on that left-hand side. He's going to be a struggle for these kind of first few games. I'll give him that. If he starts struggling after that, maybe we do play Nathan Ferguson. But we get to the ball. We look to clear it away. We don't do it quick enough. Kulusevski is found by Kane. He makes it 2-2. In a space of 13 minutes, we go from being 2-0 up to 2-2. On the scoreline. Then Doucouré finds Edouard. Edouard finds Eze. Eze tries to dink it over the top. We lose the ball. Kulusevski down this right hand side plays it to Heung-min Son. He's quicker than everyone else here. He has the kind of better ability out of everyone. He finds Kane. Kane finds the back of the net. In the space of about 20 minutes, we go from being 2-0 up to 3-2 down. And all hope that we had in this game of potentially taking a top 6 scalp, our first major victory was gone. Especially when Hugo Lloris made that save. Because at that point, it's not our day. We've just bottled being 2-0 up. Everything is drained, and especially after the banger that Eze scored, you just wanted to win this one. But it was not our day. The ball's cleared away. We lose 3-2 after being 2-0 up. Not for the first time this season, I don't think. But I'm still learning the game, Maybe this time next season, if we're 2-0 up against Spurs, we'll win. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. If you have, please like, subscribe, and peace.